if you're a business owner or entrepreneur who wants to reach your full potential, but no matter what you do, you just can't seem to do the work that you know is required, then this is for you. Because in the last 2 weeks, I have managed to grow one of the third fastest growing school groups in the money category in school. I have managed to grow a paid group to $4,000 plus in MRR, generate $10,000 in 7 days, and also almost triple my YouTube channel, all just by following this one framework that I pulled from Alex Hormozi. And I'm going to go over it with you today and then challenge you right at the end of this video with something I'm calling Shiptember. So, if you can see here, we chose the life as entrepreneurs to work 24/7 as a business owner instead of staying in your 9-to-5 job. And sometimes it's a difficult choice, and you look back and you go, did you make the right choice? First of all, I'm here to tell you that you have made the right choice. But sometimes these things get in the way, right? So if you suffer from perfectionism, imposter syndrome, or the feeling that you don't have any of the resources, time, money, or whatever other excuses you've got up your sleeve, that's kind of the thing, and you feel like those are the things that are stopping you. I'm here to tell you that those are all excuses that are easily destroyed with one thing. And that one thing, of course, is action. Now, I talked about this before in a video, but perfectionism really, when you boil it down, is just the fear of judgment, the fear of other people's opinions, the fear of putting yourself out there and being defined as maybe not good enough. And this is something that I specifically struggled with for years. I always wanted to create content, always wanted to make movies and videos. My background is in videography and production, and so I thought, I am too good to put out simple Loom videos like this because I know I have all the fancy gear and that I can put out something that's higher quality. And I don't want people to see me as low effort. But what happened was I post one video every 3 months and it gets like 100 views. If you look here, you can see this is a video where I spent so long on this thumbnail. It got 400 views. I had some crazy editor go in and do some incredible stuff and then posted it, and it's gotten 400 views. And then one day, my friend told me, as I was telling him about the Alex Hormozi Money Models launch, hey, you should turn your camera on and make a video. And I said, I don't have time. I've got to edit it and script it. And he's like, don't script it. Just turn the camera on and talk to the camera like you're talking to a friend. And that video got 20,000 views, and it changed my life. Not only did it change my life because of all of the attention it brought me and my business, and grew this school group to almost 4,000 members, grew this paid group to almost 100 members now. We were doing a $4,500 in MRR in 7 days, actually in 6.5 days, which is mind-boggling. But it removed the limiting belief around basically everything that I've done in my life, that perfectionism is a good thing. And really, it made me look at perfectionism through the light of, this is the one thing that is holding me back and stopping me from reaching my full potential. And so I'm just kind of making this video for anybody else out there that was in my position that feels the same way. And this is the push that you might need to just take the first step. That's all you need to do. Or maybe you suffer from impostor syndrome, where your internal belief system is different than the external belief. And I'm here to tell you that this kind of doesn't go away completely. One of my most successful friends grinds his ass off every single day. He is structured, regimented, disciplined beyond belief, like a monk, and still suffers from imposter syndrome. And so if you think when you reach 7 figures, when you reach multiple 7 figures, you're going to finally have this relief where you go, I feel like now I can enjoy all this respect because I deserve it. It's not necessarily going to come. The only way that you're going to solve imposter syndrome, or at least put it to bed until tomorrow, is to put in the work and take action on the things that you told yourself you would do. Tell yourself you're going to do the things, write it down, and then actually do it, and at the end of it, you feel like a winner. Or you might have some other limiting beliefs, like you don't have time, you don't have the resources. Well, obviously you do have the time because you're watching this video. And so a lot of this like entertainment, business entertainment is kind of like, it makes you feel like you're working, but you're not actually working, right? You're just collecting a whole bunch of information and taking zero action. Or if you are taking action, you'll find busy work to focus on instead of doing the core thing that you know will move your business forwards. And you feel like you're constantly putting out fires for other people and you're not going anywhere. You're just kind of going around in a circle. And so you feel like you don't have the time to do the things that you need to do. And that's definitely something that I suffered from, where every day I would wake up and then instead of coming with a plan, I would come and Slack messages, this client needs this thing and this other person needs this thing. And then before I know it, 4 hours have passed and I haven't focused on the thing that I needed to focus on. But I've still gotten a steady trickle of dopamine because I've solved many problems, just not the singular core constraint in my business. And so the thing that solves all of this is action. And so this is the core premise behind the paid group, by the way. The core premise behind the Shipping Society is that every single day we ship one product, we ship one thing, we ship one piece of content, we ship some work out, and then we let it go, and then we move on to the next thing. And so this is a place where we keep each other accountable. You can see here Varun saying accountability post, saying Vincent saying that he's got 40 members in 24 hours and what he shipped. We've got Harinder asking a question about ACQAI, which I'm going to paste into ACQAI a little bit later. We've got questions from the group just getting started. You've got questions from people who are multimillionaire investors, multimillionaire business owners, and then a whole bunch of other really amazing stuff. So this, by the way, is at a 50% off founders discount, and there is less than 24 hours left to secure your spot at only $49. Lock that in for life. So if any of this stuff resonates, the reason that you aren't moving forwards in your business is because you're not taking action. There are some very simple things that you can follow that I'm going to go over in this video in a second. But if you want a group of winners, almost 100 of us now, of winners, business owners, and doers all in one place, keeping each other accountable with access to resources that you won't have anywhere else, with a whole bunch of amazing stuff, group calls, which I'm getting on in 20 minutes with the team. So, click the second link in the description and check it out. You have, 30 days to change your mind. So all risk is on me. You even get a free $100 million Money Models book if you get in the group in the next 12 hours. So there you go. That's the pitch done for the video. You need to change your identity, right? Like the way that you change your identity is through action, and then your action changes your identity. And so it's like this vicious cycle where you are the type of person that takes action. Well, you need to take action for that to be the case. And then once you take action, you affirm the identity that you're an action taker. And then so your old beliefs slowly break and your new beliefs are rebuilt and cemented. That success is luck and timing. Or even worse, you might have grown up with parents that told you that if you're successful, you're a drug dealer or a bad person, which I know is a real big thing for a lot of people out there, including myself, that success comes to people who are lucky and they got things handed to them. Well, success is volume of quality reps. So instead of being like this guy and waiting for the right time to start working on your dreams, the only thing that matters is you start right now after you watch this video. And so I have a little bit of a challenge here at the end for you guys. So I sort of skimmed through this, but this is pretty outrageous. And not only have the numbers been crazy, but some of the connections I have made, some of the people that I've talked to, and even some of the people who told me that they've watched some of these videos haven't paid a cent and they still got so much value from them, and that they started shipping things. And because of these videos and this community, they were able to start moving in the direction of changing their lives. And so if that's you, I'd love to hear from you. Leave me a comment. You can see that we touched number 3 in the world on school in the business category. We have gotten to $4,400 of MRR. And so I created this group based on what ACQAI, which is Alex Hormozi's AI, told me to do. And I'm just following the whole process that he's telling me to do and documenting the journey. So that's why I'm kind of being as transparent as possible here and just showing you the back end. And look, we've collected $10,000 in 6.5 days. You know, which is not like life-changing money or anything like that, but it's certainly like it's indicative of there is a product market fit for this group, and like maybe in another video I'll walk through some of the things that we're going over in this video. I don't want this whole thing to just be a pitch for the Shipping Society, because you know some of the things and the wins and the people in this group are already outrageous. Like money aside, right? And then like the YouTube channel is also changing everything in my life. I have people coming to me asking me if they can create all the thumbnails, do all of the SEO, like work for me for free, do sales calls for free, re-optimize this and do all of this stuff for free. And it's ridiculous. So it all comes down to one thing, which is taking action every single day. And for me, it's putting out a piece of content like this video. Like I'm slightly run down because I've been sleeping 4 hours the last 2 weeks to put all this content out. But, and I could easily say to myself, I don't have it in me to put this video out today. It's just one video. But it's not just one video, because the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. Right? And so you can see like the views, it didn't just happen once, it's happened multiple times. And like compared to this, it's a joke. Like, you know, the metrics are outrageous. This is high production, scripted, edited, thumbnail thought out strategy. This was, hey guys, I'm just turning on my webcam and I'm just sort of explaining everything that's going on right now. If you want to listen, cool. These are my uncut thoughts. 20,000 views. Ridiculous. Okay, so what type of action should you be taking? Because just taking any action, I mean, first of all, just taking any action is better than taking zero action. Like imperfect action is better than perfect inaction, right? But we can look to Hormozi, of course, the goat of all goats, for some ideas around what that action would look like. So he has a concept of, what does he call it? The rule of 100, right? Which is 100 minutes of the core four. You pick one of the core four and do 100 minutes of that a day for 100 days. And so this is what we are going to be doing inside the Shipping Society. A bit more structured, keeping each other accountable. We're going to have some competitions and stuff like that here. But I am going to show you how you guys can get in on this for free over the next 30 days, because it's September and we're all about shipping. And so because I'm a clever chap, I decided to put the two words together and call it Shiptember. So what you're going to do, my challenge to you guys is that pick one of the core four here. If you have a business, if you're just starting a business, if you're at $1 million a month, or if you're at zero, what you need to be doing is picking one of the core four, committing to doing 100 minutes of daily action for the next 30 days. And so, look, if you are below $1 million a year, this is most likely the thing that's the bottleneck in your business, is just doing more of the most high leverage thing that you can do, which is letting people know about your stuff. All right? If you're at multiple millions of dollars, I know I said $1 million a month, so I take that back, but if you're doing multiple millions, there's some nuance, and you should probably speak to Hormozi, because, you know, that's out of my realm. But if you are under $1 million a year, if you pick one of the core four and you do 100 minutes of it every day for at least 30 days, but ideally 100, your business will be completely different. The identity that you have will be completely different. You will be the type of person who takes action with a new belief system, and you will start to have some of these outputs come to you. So the only thing that we have control over at the end of the day is our input. And so if we strip away everything else and all we do is focus on the input, the results will come. Trust me. Hormozi says he's never seen a single person follow this exactly and not have wild results. And so you've got warm outreach, which is reaching out to your warm network. You've got cold outreach, which is reaching out to people who don't know you. You've got one to many in the public context, and that's posting free content like I'm doing here and you're consuming. And then you've got running paid ads, right? And so if you're just getting started, I would not recommend running paid ads. If you're just getting started, posting free content might take a little while to get traction, unless you're lucky and you, like me, and you get into like this a wave of Hormozi when there's all this search traffic, and I just sort of tapped into that and redirected some of it. And so warm outreach is a perfect place to start if you're brand new, and cold outreach is something that I've been doing for years, and I've gotten really good at it, and it's really, really powerful. And I plug this into clients' businesses and change it overnight. And so that's something you can learn and acquire, and within a few weeks, start charging for it and start making money and start reaching your full potential and like getting that hockey stick, right? So that's like a broad overview of the core four. I just pulled this from the $100 Million Leads book that Hormozi wrote, right? And so for Shiptember, what I would like to challenge you guys to do is for 30 days of shipping just one thing from the core four. So one thing that takes you 100 minutes a day, either it's warm outreach, cold outreach, post a piece of free content, run paid ads. What's going to be the thing that moves your business forwards the most? Only you know. You can use ACQ AI Lite, which is inside the free school group. You see here, I'm in the Dopamine Digital Free School group. I just type ACQ AI Lite here, and then the model that Timothy Foster trained, which is pretty good. It's very close to the real ACQ AI. You can use that for some more higher leverage ideas around which one you should be picking at which stage. So join the free school group and then track everything in this Google Sheet. So I'm going to leave this as a free resource inside the Dopamine Digital Free School group. First link in the description. And then you're just going to go through every single day and then be like, okay, today I did cold outreach. I did it for 102 minutes. I sent 500 emails and 25 LinkedIn DMs. Got 5 replies. Booked 1 call. I noticed that people responded more when I opened with a compliment. I don't know. Right? And then so what gets tracked and rewarded improves. And so I'm still trying to figure out the best way of rewarding anybody that joins the Shiptember challenge. I'll make it very obvious where all of this stuff is, and then maybe I'm open to hearing your guys' thoughts on how we can track the people that complete the 30 days and what we can reward them with. So there are a couple of things that I'm thinking, but for now, do this for you to reach your full potential and grow your business. And so that's basically it for me, guys. The idea behind this whole thing is that action will fix everything. If you don't know what to do, take action. If you don't know what type of action, well, if you're under $1 million a year, it almost certainly is spending 100 minutes at least a day on one of the core 4. That's what Hormozi teaches, and that's what's changed my business and changed my life. You can see here, these are all within 2 weeks. Like, what would this do to your life and to your business if you're able to have a group of 100 entrepreneurs and business owners, like high-level people, sharing some incredible insights about how they're growing their business, keeping you accountable, you keeping them accountable, and you're all winning together. Like, what would that do for your business? And this is only $49 for the month for the next couple hours, and you can lock that price in for life. And there's a whole bunch of extra free goodies down here that you can check out. But look, if this resonated with you at all, leave me a comment, leave me a like, subscribe for some more stuff, and I'll see you guys in the free group. And hopefully some of you hop into the Shipping Society, and we can start talking about growing your business, removing the constraints, and keeping each other accountable over the next 100 days. Thank you guys very much. See you in the next one. Peace.